In this video, I'm going to be reviewing the SkyCaddie Linx GT Tracker and talking about whether or not it's worth picking up. So what we're going to be covering in this video are my first impressions, what it actually does, how it performed, the pros and cons, and also the best place to pick it up. But I will just mention our gear giveaway. If you want to enter in, all you have to do is subscribe to the channel, like this video, comment giveaway down below. Simply do those three things and you'll be automatically entered. Okay, so let's start with my first impression. So this is a GPS watch that basically connects to your phone, and then it's going to use sensors to act as a shot tracker to keep track of all your clubs. You're going to be able to see the distance to the green and also the hazards, how far you hit each of your clubs, and a post-round analysis of your game. Basically see where your common misses are, where your shots actually went. We can see whether you generally hit the fairway to the left or to the right, and kind of take that information to basically improve your game and see what kind of area of your game needs work. The Linx GT Watch, let's start with that. So the watch isn't the most stylish one on the market in my personal opinion, but it is fairly comfortable to wear. There are about 6 buttons on the watch that control everything, and from what I can tell, it seems to be quite well made and durable. It's a GPS, so it's going to show you the distance to the front, middle, and back of the green, as well as hazards and doglegs. And then you can also see the green shape and keep track of fairways hit and where you missed, like I was saying before. So it is pretty cool. Let's talk about the Linx GT Tracker. So you're going to get about 15 sensors to screw into your clubs, and it's going to keep track of all your stats and record them in the app. It's going to track distances for each club, which is super helpful in really figuring out your distances. I was always struggling with distance control, so this was a huge help. Just because most people really have no idea how far they hit each of their clubs, and they kind of just guess, and then they generally overhit it or underhit it. So knowing the distance is really going to help. Putting and chipping isn't the most accurate, but it still is useful to know some of the data. So overall, it was pretty cool. Let's talk about the Linx GT app. And so once you basically download the app on your phone, you're going to be able to see all your stats and also the full course maps. It is pretty cool seeing exactly where all your shots went, which makes it easier to figure out what part of your game needs work. Because if you can see that you're always hitting the fairway off to the left, so you're missing it left, you can basically use that to practice, and you can see exactly what needs work and what kind of area of your game is good. The app's going to show you your scoring average, the percent of fairways and greens hit, and then your average driving distance, as well as the number of putts per hole. All the information is pretty cool in my opinion. But let's talk about what I like. So the amount of data it gives is awesome. It's a lot easier than some to set up and use. The accuracy seems to be just as good as my higher end golf watch. What I don't like, the battery life isn't the best, but it does last a full round no problem. The app occasionally crashes. Hopefully this will be fixed in future updates. And then it can sometimes take a while to locate the courses, maybe like 5 to 10 minutes, which isn't a huge deal, but if you are in a rush, it could be a problem. Let's do a breakdown. So performance score, I'll give it an 8, price score 8, quality score 8, my personal score an 8, which is pretty solid for something like this. There has been some that have been worse, there has been some that have been better with this type of product, so middle of the range in my opinion. Frequently asked questions, so is there any annual fees or subscriptions? The first year is free, but it's around $20 per year after that for the app features. How many courses are on it? So there are about 35,000 courses from around the world on it, but is it worth it? Taking into account all the pros, all the cons, I would say it's a pretty cool device that did its job. But that being said, I did prefer the Arccos Caddie smart sensors over them. I will leave a link for that down below. But the Arccos sensors, they're a bit cheaper, and I found the quality and consistency to be a bit better as well. They're essentially the same thing, but the only downside is that it doesn't come with a watch. But I've been using Arccos myself. That's kind of what I use for like my shot tracking and GPS. And I really haven't had any problems with them. They've been great, and I would definitely recommend them. But that being said, I'm not saying the SkyCaddies aren't worth it, because they are a fairly good product. I'm just saying that I prefer the Arccos over them. But if you would like to see more images or reviews of any of the mentioned products, or you want to get any of them for the lowest price available, click the link in the description down below. At the time of the video, that was the best place I could find it, so you can go ahead and check out the current price if you want. And if you have any questions, leave a comment down below. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And that's going to be it for the video. Hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next one.